Okay, cool. Wait, can you guys hear the music or not?
I can't.
Okay, cool. That's
But
fine.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
Alright. Shh. Alright. Right, bruv. I'm muting you lot. Fucking hell. Okay, welcome to KameCast episode 5. And today the discussion is Super Saiyan Goku's rise of dominance and DBFZ needs more anchors. Basically talking about how the position of anchor in Dragon Ball has shifted across time. At one point it was Super Saiyan Vegeta dominating things, Android 16 dominating things, and then it went to Yamcha and Super Saiyan Goku now, finally. There were also some other anchors such as Trunks and Goku Black who had stints of fame in that position, but generally these four I'd say would define the anchor role across the DBFZ's timeline. So here I've got C4IQ, mossmossmoss and Heapski, 3 UK players who have played a few of these anchors, or some I would say wildcard anchors who aren't on the list I mentioned. And we're going to get some sort of insight as to why they played certain anchors, why they think top level players switched to different anchors, and what caused other anchors to fall off, what balance changes caused other anchors to fall off. So I'm going to join the call now and we'll get it started. Alright, you D-gens had to leave the call because you guys keep talking, but
Imagine talking in a podcast.
Imagine, right? Okay, so I guess we'll start with the first anchor in Dragon Ball. We'll say, I guess the first, concrete, everyone agreed, yeah, this guy's the best anchor in the game, blah, blah, blah. I would say it was Super Saiyan Vegeta. But after like 3 months into the game, I would say.
Yeah.
So
Fair point.
So why would you guys say, or did any of you guys play Super Saiyan Vegeta as anchor during the first 6 months? So you said. So all of you, or?
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are scumbags. Anyway, so why did you guys?
Wow.
So why did you guys? First of all, start with C4. Why did you pick Super Saiyan Vegeta as?
Because it's Vegeta.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. So C4, he is basically Vegeta in real life. So yeah, he doesn't count. He's a bit of a normie for this one. So Moss,
I would have picked him if he was the worst character in the game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, to be fair. So Moss, why did you pick Super Saiyan Vegeta as your anchor at the start of the game?
Because I was playing like really random freaking teams, and I was just like, I need a character that puts everyone together and makes it an actual team, not just 3-point characters. So obviously I picked Vegeta because he has the most broken assist in the game.
Yeah,
and he works well with everyone.
Fair enough. And
that was it.
Heapski.
Well, Vegeta is my favorite character from Dragon Ball, but obviously the assist was just broken. There was it done everything. There was no reason to not pick him.
Yeah, you're right. that's a good point.
Yeah.
Other than to try and be an upstanding citizen, but who's really trying to do that? To be honest,
you do that a year into a game.
Yeah,
not
you
the first.
Fair play. Okay, so Super Saiyan Vegeta at the start of the game was obviously very, very strong due to his assist, and being such a solid character on his own anyway, being able to get sliding knockdown through DP, not sliding knockdown at the time, but it was a knockdown where he could sort of continue some pressure. Heavy DP did give a sliding knockdown, an extended sliding knockdown, and he was able to get some decent damage mid-screen and corner. It wasn't like 21 or Gohan type of stuff, but if you had meter, you could consistently 2-touch by yourself if you had like 4-bar meter start or something. And I think that was probably enough to warrant him being an anchor, being able to do that stuff by himself. Remember, we all saw a lot of Vegeta comebacks, right?
Can I pause you there quickly?
Go on.
Right, so is everyone else under the impression that Vegeta was a good anchor? Because I don't think the words were actually said. We all played him anchor, but did we say he is a good anchor?
I think I heard. I saw a lot of people say it. I saw a lot of people say it.
I still think he's best as an anchor. Yeah. because he enables a certain type of play pattern. Right, that no other character. Well, Janemba kind of does now, but yeah, I think he's really good anchor still.
Would you, Moss? Before I say my bit,
he was really good as an anchor. I think now he can. I think it doesn't really matter where you play him now. But the assist back in the day, you wanted him in the back slot basically.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Like I'm kind of with Moss. I think he's a trash anchor. I think Vegeta is a trash anchor. I think he was put in the back because of his assist. I personally don't think, other than arrow kick, he hasn't got any qualities that make me think, oh, he's a sick anchor. Personally, I think he's trash. But let any continue.
Wait. All right, go on.
I think I agree with that. In hindsight, I agree with that. But at the time, it wasn't very clear. So I think some characteristics or attributes that really good anchors have is solo mix and solo Yomi. For example, characters like, well, now Kid Buu or Team Gohan having good Yomi on their so for Team Gohan it's J226M, and then after he can do JL or he can do 2S, and it's like, oh, do I jab, do I 2H, do I super dash, that kind of stuff. And he has plus frames on his heavy aerial kicks. And Kid Buu is a similar thing where he has 2S into air dash, either back or forward or ball. Again, same thing, 2H reflect, super dash, which one. And
Wait,
so
I want to get in on this just before you finish. Right, I need to talk about this. Right, the reason why Super Saiyan Vegeta is a really good anchor is because he has. Sorry, I know I just completely cut it in. This is ridiculous. This is like the most stupid thing I've ever heard. Right, anchors in this game, right? It's not about having solo mix or anything. They have a game plan that they themselves can execute on the screen, and you don't need anyone else. Super Saiyan Goku runs around, throws Ki Blast, is like traditional zone in, and he'll get in, he'll hit you with frame traps. SSJ Vegeta is run away, throw Ki Blast, DP. That's it.
okay,
That's
but
why he's a good anchor.
okay, I'll get to that. So the reason why I say one of the attributes of that being a good anchor is having that is because if you're in a 1v2 situation or 1v3 situation, you need to make the comeback. Otherwise, the time's going to run out and you'll lose the game, right? So you need to be able to open up your opponent. That's why I say one attribute of being a good anchor is to be able to open up your opponent with mind games. So like I said, Kid Buu, Teen Gohan, even Adult Gohan to a certain degree, Janemba, basically any character with a command grab, Hit, even himself is a good anchor with that attribute anyway. And Super Saiyan Vegeta. So you mentioned being able to run away and DP, but if you're an anchor and you're trying to make a comeback, why would you want to run away?
Amen.
Ask Fenrir, because he's been doing it for the last 2 years.
No. Okay, so this is the problem. This is where
You're right.
No. I know. Wait.
Okay.
But this is where theory and application separate. So I think in discussions you need to separate the theory and application. In theory, Vegeta should not be a comeback character. In theory, same with Super Saiyan Goku actually. Super Saiyan Goku not as much because he does have an overhead and a fast low, but the overhead is reactable. You only really get caught by it if you're sleeping or if it's like a after scramble situation, right? And in reality, on paper, when you're 3v1, you should not really be taking too many risks, and there's no need for you to do strings with gaps in them because you have 3v1. Just do the gapless string, do the overhead, go through the motions and do whatever you want, or you try and bait something, or you try and bait the DP, but you don't just leave a gap just for the sake of it, right?
I think if we all establish why we're giving our reasons, it'll be fine. Because obviously, some people are going to give evidence from people like Fenrir, which is a legit reasoning. But if I'm coming at the angle that if someone plays properly against an anchor Vegeta, why would you get hit by a DP?
Yeah,
like a DP is purely defensive.
Yeah.
So when you want to make a comeback, you need to be offensive. Vegeta hasn't got anything offensive other than arrow kick. And obviously, like super dash, Ki Blasts or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
You
the
could
Ki
just
Blasts are a
block.
bait.
You could just block.
Yeah. You could just block and wait for the time to run out, if in a perfect world. But evidence from what everyone's seen is we've seen 98% of people pick Vegeta. We've seen 50% of those have comebacks, so everyone thinks, oh, Vegeta's a good comeback character. He's a good anchor. It's like, no, if everyone plays that character,
of course,
eventually there's going to make a comeback. Yeah, if everyone played Anchor Kid Buu, you'd see the same thing. If everyone played Anchor Fat Buu, you'd see the same thing. Because eventually people are going to have to get comebacks.
And I think a character like Kid Buu, if 100 people played Kid Buu Anchor and 100 people played Vegeta Anchor, I think there would be more comebacks with Kid Buu than with Vegeta.
I 100% agree. Even though I don't particularly think Kid Buu is like designed for Anchor. I think TN is designed for an Anchor position.
Yeah.
Like I can't see how anyone wouldn't think he's designed for Anchor from the way his toolset works. Maybe base coup as well.
I think base coup as well. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I think the way they've made the characters work, like getting stronger with characters dying, it's like an obvious one.
Yeah.
But TN literally has everything: a low armor. He's got everything but a reversal.
He's got
like
a low,
an invincible move.
He's got a low. He's got an overhead.
And a command grab.
He's got 2 command grabs actually. He's got his level 3 is a command grab as well. Chaozu.
Chaozu. Yeah.
And he's got
damage
solo extended damage.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I think me personally, that's the bar. Like TN is made for anchor positions. So when I think about Vegeta, I'm like, he's nowhere near like TN. Not worse or better. Just he hasn't, to me, got the attributes to make a comeback, other than someone making a mistake and him capitalizing.
I think Android 16 as well would fit in that role.
I think Android 16 can do whatever he wants.
Fair. Speaking of Android,
I thought he was the best.
Yeah, I agree. I think Android 16 at his prime was the best anchor Dragon Ball's ever had. In complete honesty. So speaking of Android 16, let's move on to the post Super Saiyan Vegeta nerf and the rise of Android 16. Shut up, C4. So the rise of Android 16, and meanwhile all this is happening, people are praising Goku Black and shunning Super Saiyan Goku, right? At the very start of the game, if anyone remembers the timeline.
Yeah,
I remember it vividly.
And I don't know if anyone remembers meeting me, but I think C4 remember. If you remember how much I was shilling Super Saiyan Goku at the start of the game. Yeah. It was
on a militant level.
Yeah, it was militant, and a lot of people weren't trying to hear it.
They weren't.
You remember that, right? Right. So and obviously it was my first fighting game, so it was kind of understandable that no one was really trying to listen to me, right? But I was there in the trenches, chilling, doing the bum 163 out here with Super Saiyan Goku, right? So all this time you have Super Saiyan Vegeta, Android 16, and and Goku Black to some extent. Although he was kind of praised as a mid/point at the time because
he was being played at a point. He weren't really played as an
yeah.
Heapski, you played Black from the beginning, right?
No, I played SSJ and then I played Yamcha straight away. I skipped 16. I went straight.
Okay.
Through to
So what's his name? So Super Saiyan Vegeta gets nerfed. Sis gets nerfed, and then we get Android 16, who had an amazing assist. He had, I believe, it was 36 frames of block stun. It was a very, very close range assist, and he has and did have command grabs, plus frames. Him having a 7-frame jab didn't matter because it was huge, and it was the most brain dead confirmed from 5L 5M, the most brain dead of ever confirms. And it was even better. Oh yeah, track and Kai bars. That's another thing. That's another reason he was really good at anchor. But I think that confirm was even better than Bardock's, because if you press 5LL on whiff, the 5LL will come out, right? But with Android 16, if you press 5L 5M on whiff, it doesn't come out, and on block you get the confirm into either string or combo. It was the most people complain about Android 16's Bardock's auto combo. But I think Android 16's 5L 5M was even more triggering. Sorry, I had a bit of PTSD right there. But anyway, so Android 16 had anti-air command grabs, grounded command grabs, really good level 3 key. I think his level 3 key is still pretty good just because of how the proximity it puts you out in the corner, and how quick he can get the IEDJM. And he's got his 5H and JH are still armored, and his J2 is an overhead as well. So I think Android 16 is probably the second best, or in terms of attributes, is the second best, or joint with TN for that anchor slot. And did any of you guys play him at anchor?
I didn't pick him. I never picked him, not even for team mode.
What about Moss? Did you?
I'd never play a grappler.
Wow.
Damn. Statement.
I'd never play a grappler. I'd never play a grappler. He says, as he does GT Goku 5 LLL for the 5th time for fucking Spirit Bomb. It's a command grab.
Whoa.
It doesn't 21 as a command grab? No.
Third hit,
21 is definitely a command grab.
21 does have a command grab.
But she's not a grappler.
Yeah, she's not a grappler.
She's not a grappler.
Nah, I'm just trolling.
I see.
I'm just trolling anyway.
Boss was getting like,
yeah,
what?
he was like,
We
what?
go down this road.
But anyway, so why do you guys think? So obviously, Android 16's assist got nerfed down to 22 frames of block stun, and he also got his meter gain nerfed. Do you guys think that was enough to? Do you guys think that should be enough to deter people from picking him at all, or even picking him as anchor? If it's C4, you want to start with you?
I don't think he was that good of an anchor either. I'm gonna be that guy. I think his toolkit is really sick. Like, I just think he's a good character. So him being anchor made you feel like, oh, I'm not really at a disadvantage. I've still got 16. Not that, oh, this character is designed for comebacks. That's how I see that character. He could be played anywhere. And if he got you with the level 3, you died. Whether he's on point or anchor, it didn't matter. He was just that good, so he could be put anywhere. And he kind of had the same thing Gia had, where his assist is so good, he's kind of forced to the back. So the other two characters can take advantage of his assist. I think he was pushed to the back out of synergy of your team.
Out of how well he enabled the team, right? And the game's mechanics with Super Dash assist, right? Okay, so Moss, your thoughts?
I mean, I thought he was like one of the best anchors in the game. I think he had his freaking 5H used to be.
Heapski, please, we're in a meeting. Okay, can you mind?
He could play neutral on his own. He didn't need assists to back him, and then.
Oh, bro, Heapski, bro, come on, bro.
I'm bad.
Okay, carry on, Moss.
But yeah, I guess it's true that he was pushed to the back slot because of what he brings to the rest of the cast.
Right.
Over, he could be played anywhere really.
I don't think
that makes him.
Yeah, I don't
less
think
of
that
an
makes him
anchor.
less of an anchor. I still think he's a good anchor because of that. I think I think you have to consider the comeback factor, how good their solo offense is. I think you have to when you're talking about an anchor. That's why I would say TN is good, better than Super Saiyan Vegeta, and Android 16 is also better than Super Saiyan Vegeta in that role.
Yeah, I think I'm more going on the tools that are clearly given to someone to come back.
Right.
Other than this character can do that job. I mean, you could eat cereal with a fork. It's not a good idea, but you could do it.
I would call Android 16 a slightly disshaped spoon rather than a fork.
I'll call him a spork. He does everything. I mean, that's what I mean. He is that good. Vegeta is a fork. You could eat your cereal with a fork. You could you can eat Cheerios with a fork.
Go on then, draw for the tour.
Exactly. That's what happened. But 16 was so good. He was flexible in any position. I don't think he shined more in one spot. I think that's what I should have said to begin with. I don't think I go 16. He has to go anchor. It's no, just put him anywhere, bro.
Yeah, fair. So there's a difference between being good everywhere and being made for anchor. But you can still be good everywhere and still be a good anchor, right?
Yeah. That's how I see it. But yeah, like I said, when I see TN, I'm like, he was designed
to be an anchor. Right.
Yeah, he was designed for it. Yeah.
Okay, and Heapski, your thoughts
on 16? No, I disagree with Mace. I think he's clearly best anchor because even though I was saying about people, characters having play patterns and them being good anchor, the fact is if he's next to you and he grabs you, you're taking a ton of damage, and that's just scary.
Fair.
So I think he was really good. I don't think he's broken. I think as soon as you take away his assist, then yeah, I don't know. There's not much reason to keep the character around.
Okay. So now, where do you think 116 slot is?
Now, I think if you just like playing grapplers, you'd play him point.
Fair enough.
Like, because you can't in the current meta, you just get snapped if he's anywhere else. You're gonna get snapped, fuzzied, and then died. So.
What? Wait. So why was he good as an anchor? Because of his assist.
Yeah. His
That's
assist,
not an anchor. That's not. Oh, all right. Okay. You're going on positioning in the team over actually playing the anchor role.
What's the difference? That's the exact.
Because if you're playing a character, if you're picking a good anchor character because they're assist, you're not picking them because they're a good anchor character. You're picking them because their assist helps your two other characters.
Right.
Yeah, so he's good in the anchor position because his assist is good, but he's not. I'm saying he's not good as an anchor. When those two characters have gone and you've just got 16 against 3 other characters, what good is his assist? Because you can't use it.
Yeah, but
he's still good.
But for the same
can,
reason
yeah,
why
he can mix you to
exactly.
you guys.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to understand because Heapski said, don't put him anchor now because his assist isn't good.
So
and I was like,
yeah.
well, that doesn't change anything he does
As an anchor.
on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
So, yeah,
remember, it's
anything
a team game. That's why you like loads of people. You just. Oh wait, we'll get onto this. Is a point I'll bring up later on. It's about basically the reason why SSJ and Yamcha, and why they're so popular, is that they have play patterns and people use their whole game plan built around the assists.
So do you think his assist is unusable now? 16.
No, it's usable, but it's just you're
No,
not going to
that's
build
true.
your whole team around SD call assist, are you?
I mean, it still works. I'm not gonna lie.
It does still work, but usually you'd have 2 assists, so you can do it.
Fair play.
Like this.
Okay, so 16 nerfed, feels bad, and then
feels great.
to be fair. Fuck 16. Okay, so 16 gets nerfed, and another fucking problem child, Yamcha, comes along. Kazunoko, Gotenks, Gohan, Yamcha, and he just runs the show with super dash assist for pretty much the whole year of the first tour. And then people are like, yep, Yamcha, good solo character, good hard to react to left right, or I'm not gonna say left right, hard to react to cross up, because you don't react to the same side, you just block same side, and then you either react to the cross up or not. So hard to react to cross up, plus on block 5H, which combos obviously on hit. What else did he have? He has good
Wolf Gale. Yeah, Wolf Gale's pretty good.
Yeah, Wolf Fang Fist, heavy Wolf Fang Fist, really really good in neutral. Gels into Vanish still, even after the universal nerf to most sort of Lariat type specials into Vanish, still gels into Vanish. Good staggers, 5L LT out the corner. He can do IAD to get into the corner, JM. So
is he Beam Plus? His Beam's Plus, right?
No, I think what's his name's Beam is Plus. Caller's Beam is Plus. I don't think Yamcha's is, but it's safe. Yamcha's is safe.
It's safe, right?
It's safe on block. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Oh yeah, and he has layer. Level one is safe pretty much effectively from like mid screen for most characters. And yeah, so pretty much just all round very good character. Can mix you up, catch you sleep, even catch you when you're awake. And obviously his assist gives pretty much everyone ground Dragon Rush, super dash assist for everyone, meterless 50-50 with super dash assist close range. So now my question about Yamcha, because he hasn't really changed since his peak, since the Kazunoko reign, right? He hasn't really been changed. So why do you think so many people are swapping from Yamcha to Super Saiyan Goku? Or why are we seeing so many more Gokus in the top 16, top 32 slots in tournaments? Start with C4 again.
Start with Heapski.
Start with Heapski again.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think that SSJ Goku is probably an easier character for most people to play. And that's pretty much it. Like I think SSJ actually is a harder character when you get higher up, but the real simple pattern of I'll run up, do frame traps, hit you with an overhead, and get 7k from a random 2M It's kind of hard where Yamcha's got to actually hit you 4 or 5 times to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason. I think they're both as good as each other, to be honest.
Oh, what, Yamcha and Goku?
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, I kind of agree. I think Yamcha's more, again, it's more of a case of he's designed for that role. I think they had the anchor role in mind when designing Yamcha. Everything you basically listed, level 1 is level 3. He can do stuff on his own.
Yep.
And they kind of nerfed, well, maybe not nerfed, but for example, his H doesn't knock them down, which a lot of characters do to extend with assists. He doesn't do that because I think they were trying to be like, don't put this character on point.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Bell's the closest person to playing Yamcha on point. He plays him second. That's Broly like. Don't ask me.
I actually played a guy called Star. He's a European player. He played Yamcha on point, and his Yamcha was pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. Yamcha with assists can actually be pretty scary.
Yeah,
I think it's cool. Faisal does it.
Yeah, Faisal does it a lot. Yeah, when he's like in game and he's got like the lead, he definitely does play Yamcha point a lot. But yeah, I would agree with you when you say he was designed to be an anchor.
I think and I think him on point is sort of the same as Vegeta on point. It's the whole key pass, oh look, reversal.
Yeah.
And now I get a combo. That's like, if you watch really good Yamchas, they just do 5S until you super dash.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
Why not? Makes sense. So yeah, I basically agree with Heapski. But yeah, for the most part, SSJ Goku maybe not so much, but
Fair enough. And Moss?
I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, Yamcha was definitely designed for that. If he's gonna go anywhere, he fits like the anchor role best, right? I think he gains a lot from having like meter, having like level 3 spark. I don't think he gains that much from having assists. Like, like when I tried him, is like the combo extensions with assists are just like really weird, and I don't know. He can pressure you on his own. He can mix you up on his own. So like, he's definitely meant to be a solo character.
Okay, so Star Fox in Twitch. I think Star Fox is actually Star. I'm not sure. Was that Star Hero? I think it's Star Hero. I'm not sure. Oh, Call of Beam isn't safe apparently. Call of Beam.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but I saw -7.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, my bad there. So I don't think Yamcha is quite. I think Yamcha is quite a bit easier, especially in the execution department. I would agree. Yamcha is definitely easier in the execution department in terms of optimals. I think. Yeah, because his optimals are like just Wolf Fang Fist, 2M, it's 5M. Oh, actually no. There's the side. No. I disagree. Actually, yeah, the side swaps.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the side swaps are effed, bro. the side swaps are definitely effed. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's relatively new, right? That's not been like, it's not a B&B.
Yeah, it's not a B&B for sure.
Yeah.
But Super Saiyan Goku's optimal 2H is like J2H, Super Dash, J2H, J2H, 2-6H, and JMS, 5H. It's not that hard. Yeah, it's not.
Right.
It's just, you just get a timing down for JM and then you're good. So yeah, I would say Super Saiyan Goku does more damage with easier execution, but I would say Yamcha's offensive neutral is miles better than Super Saiyan Goku's. In my opinion, his offensive neutral, and even his offensive block strings, because Super Saiyan Goku. If we're talking about cross-ups and fake cross-ups, right? So Super Saiyan Goku's cross-up, ILEJM, dash JL, dash 5LL, right? Both of them have that, that's whatever. But their fake cross-up options, Yamcha has J2H, which goes into Wolf Fang Fist without a banish. So you don't use a banish. You use a meter for the Wolf Fang Fist, right? But it's unscaled damage. Whereas Super Saiyan Goku will either Super Dash or he'll Kamehameha, right? So the damage is technically, if we're talking about like 1 bar fake cross-ups, Yamcha's damage would be better. Obviously, if you add in more damage, what? Do you disagree?
Yeah.
How?
He was on the in for a long time. I can feel it.
How is it? Is it? I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going by actual numbers, but how is the 1 bar fake cross-up option more damage than Super Saiyan Goku's?
Well, with Super Saiyan Goku, can't you just do so you do the SD, and then you do the rejump, and if you get the rejump, then yours is way higher.
I mean, rejump. It's not that. That's what I'm saying. I think that one's. I mean, they can both do that, but I think the rejumps. No one. I've never seen anyone do the Super Saiyan Goku rejump. Never.
Unoptimal blessed players, isn't it?
I mean, again, this is
7K from
this
just
is
whatever combo.
this is what I'm talking about when we say the on paper.
Practical,
On paper,
yeah.
sure. In theory, yeah, Super Saiyan Goku has the higher damage, but from the scenario, in application, Yamcha's is easier to execute, and for the easier option for the easier, more realistic option for Super Saiyan Goku, Yamcha does more damage. So
in that one combo route.
I mean, we're talking about being an anchor and opening someone up.
Well, look, we've all played the game for over a year now, and we all get hit by 2M from half screen. What I don't understand what you mean. It
He's
happens
not lying.
when I play Small-Eyed Asian, me and him run at each other in 2M, and whoever hits first wins, and we go, "Oh, good game, we played that correctly."
Wow, you actually say
That's
good
just the way
game.
it goes. Yeah.
I definitely don't say good games.
I mean, that is neutral though. That's not like mixed.
Yeah,
But
exactly. That's neutral.
I do kind of agree. Like, 2M is really good. I think I'd rather have a 2M than Goku's 2M than
Anti-air.
mixed. Yeah, it does a lot of stuff, man. It does a lot of good stuff.
Fair play.
Like,
Fair play. So yeah, Yamcha. Someone said in chat that Yamcha's crossover actually got nerfed as well. Apparently, he got slower. So yeah, Yamcha. I wouldn't say got nerfed, but Super Saiyan Goku for some reason got a damage root buff in the corner. Thank you, Arxis. Now everyone plays Super Saiyan Goku, and everyone hates him as well because he's
I love him.
so
He's
often
fun.
played. And so yeah, what do you guys think of the Super Saiyan Goku buff in the last major patch?
crazy.
Yeah, it was
So not warranted.
I am a Super Saiyan. I've literally never played Super Saiyan Goku. I've never not played Super Saiyan Goku in a tournament. Literally every single tournament I played him, even with my side teams, whatever. I've literally played him in tournament every single tournament I've been to, and I saw the buff and I'm like, but why?
So unnecessary.
I'm out
So
here looking at
unnecessary.
Goku Black and Super Saiyan Vegeta players like, can we still eat together? Are we
What do
still
you do, bro?
friends? I'm just like, bruh, I'm sorry. I don't know what they're doing.
It's peak.
Yeah.
Can I just put in that when he got the damage buff, they took away Frieza's ability to do high-low mix. They said I weren't allowed to Golden Frieza because I wouldn't gain any bar. Right, and then they just killed most of my damage options and the character that I used to play him with. Just putting it out there.
Sorry, dude.
Protagonist indeed. Bro.
You got that plot armor, man. I apologize.
It's just not okay.
Yeah. So yeah, Super Saiyan Goku got a damage buff, got some new combo routes for whatever reason. I think right now he's very clearly the go-to, right? Definitely the go-to. Even if you don't do all the optimal stuff, he's still pretty much the same as he was in the first edition of the game. Same game plan, and it just works really well. So I think how would you now balance the anchors in Dragon Ball? And is there anything you take away from Goku, or is there anything you'd rather give to other people? Oh, chill, C4. You go last. Alright, this time we'll start with Moss.
I wouldn't really take anything away from anyone. I would rather see people get buffed. But
Anyone in particular?
like
Anyone in particular?
not really. I think probably Vegeta needs buffs.
Thank you.
How would you buff him?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it because I'm not really like. I mean, whatever happens to the game, it's not down to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What was even the question?
So if you could buff 3 other characters to Super Saiyan Goku's level, who would it be?
I mean,
why? Or who would you want to see at that level?
I would want everyone to be at that level. Why would I choose three people?
In anchors, though?
Oh.
In anchors? Which anchors do you
anchors.
think need to be pushed up?
I mean, like, Tien probably, he's designed to be an anchor.
Uh-huh.
He deserves to get picked by someone, right?
Right.
We don't need any more beam assists.
For
So
sure.
probably like Frieza.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Vegeta or Yamcha. I mean, I think Yamcha's fine though.
Yeah, I think Yamcha's fine. I think Super Saiyan Goku just does too much damage compared to him. Honestly, although I really like it, I would take away the 236M buff. I don't think it was necessary.
Is that the bounce?
The ground bounce, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why
I don't know why.
they give that. I don't think there should be any move that doesn't use bar that gives you a ground bounce. So same with GT as well. Like, I just don't think it's right. Krillin doesn't get it. Krillin, you have to do heavy after image to get the ground bounce so you can vanish. I think that should be a standard.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
pro taking it.
Doesn't make sense to me. I mean, Cell have it as well, to be fair.
Cell will need stuff. You know what Cell hasn't got? And remember when he was like super dominant? He doesn't have a jump straight beam.
You're right.
And I think that's one good reason. Like, I think Goku's just good. And he works on his own. He's so good, he doesn't need assist. That's what I think. He does.
What is this?
Bro, he's got auto combo into beam. That's real. That's true. That's crazy.
Wait, who? Super Saiyan Goku?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another Goku. Let's not talk about the other ones. But that bloodline only. That's the only bloodline that can do that. He can true string into a beam and then vanish. He can force. If we go on the premise that post vanish, it's a guess for the defender. Right. Even though you've got the dash OS,
right.
You're still guessing, right? It's advantageous for the person doing the vanish. He can do that without thinking. You block one thing, he gets a guess. He gets a guess, and if you backdash and he 2Ms, you lose.
Yeah.
You have to learn the dash OS, because every time you block a vanish and you think about backdashing, you just throw away the game. Like, the character's really good, man. Like, I think SSJ I think Black is more suited to an anchor role, but SSJ is just a better overall character.
I actually think Goku Black is more of a mid, because I think he can use assists really well.
Yeah, no, actually, no, you're right. Yeah, I'll go mid, actually. Maybe not anchor.
I would like to see, and I would like to see Super Saiyan Goku and Goku Black not have the same role, to be honest.
What, different assists?
Not necessarily different assists, but I would like to see I would like to see Goku Black established as the mid role, the second person.
Not a worse version of SSJ.
Yeah, not a worse version of SSJ, or not even an equal version of SSJ. I just think they should have two completely different roles, because I think, like I said this to you before, Goku Black is way more offensive than Super Saiyan Goku. And he actually has legit left right mix ups with assists. No, I'm not saying they're not they're not the hardest to block, but you will get caught slipping at some point. You will get hit by a cross up JM at some point, or even a cross up JH into Dragon Rush. Super Saiyan Goku, on the other hand, isn't really as fluid with his motion as Goku Black is. You know, you can if you throw a couple key blasts, you might get dive kicked by Goku Black from like half 3/4 screen and into spark combo, you know. And where Super Saiyan Goku, he kind of has to either beam and vanish or super dash and spark to get that kind of stuff, and it's just not the same damage. So I would like to see Goku Black's role. I don't know how they would do it, because mid and anchor is almost the same in this game. Is almost the same, not quite, but almost. But I think Goku Black is the closest person to establishing a different type of mid to, just a primary anchor or secondary anchor who can use an assist well, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
I played Black, and the problem with him comes down, because I used to have the exact same thing, which was he's got tools and he's more tricky and he's got mix, so he's basically the Ken to Goku being
Ryu. Right.
They both play the same game, but Ken always has more mix-ups, but he doesn't quite do as much damage as Ryu. That's generally how it goes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the way the game works, the basic mechanics of like super dash and kind of cross up or fake cross up, DR or 6M,
Yeah.
just allows everyone to have kind of equal mix.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because of that, it takes away the fact that, oh, Goku Black's meant to do more, like he's meant to have more mix. Well, it doesn't matter because SSJ just hits people the same amount. So
Yeah.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah.
The thing is if Goku Black didn't have a beam assist, do you think people would still play an anchor?
I think
No,
if his
play
assist
character.
was God Slicer, maybe.
Because
People
I
play
already
character
kind of
as a
think he
low
is a
level.
mid character. Like I don't.
I think he
I
is,
don't
but
know.
I think he needs to be established as it a bit more. I've said this from day. I've said this from day. That Goku Black uses assists better than Super Saiyan Goku, and that he should really be playing mid. I'm sure I can get screenshots. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you can tell, like, if you've got a character that's got a beam assist and can utilize assists well, then clearly you have to put him in the mid. That's like the happy middle ground, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I see it. But and he's got an aerial level 3, something Super Saiyan Goku doesn't have, which is actually kind of important. Aerial level 3 stops Super Dash very, very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really good.
I think it's super good. I mean, that I think, and dive kick. Like dive kick in every fighting game is an offensive tool. He has that. He's got a dive kick. Like he's designed to be aggressive.
And a command grab with the beam.
Full screen command grab.
Full screen command grab.
FYI.
Anywhere on screen command grab. Pretty
Seems reasonable, right?
fair enough.
And
So
he's
yeah.
still trash, imagine.
I know. Imagine
And he's still trash. But this
doesn't
is,
get top 8 evos.
This is the oh my god. But this is the thing about Dragon Ball. I think a lot of characters aren't trash, but they're trash by comparison.
Yeah.
In comparison, yeah,
Yeah.
fully.
That's the
maybe
issue.
maybe bar Jiren. And only with Jiren, I'd only say because of the meta. The meta.
Yes. I think if the meta was
Works against him.
if the meta was neutral based, like
Jiren would
completely
be a beast,
neutral based, Jiren would be a flipping monster, bro.
Yeah.
His 5S,
If
JS is just ridiculous.
if there was no reflect in this game, I think Jiren would be like top. Because his frame traps are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
His staggers are the best in the game.
I think if the game had chip and no reflect, Jiren would be ridiculous. Jiren would actually be insane. Jiren's normals would. Oh man, can you imagine, bro? Can you imagine? Imagine DBFZ 2. Imagine
Yeah,
DBFZ 2, no reflect.
That'll be sick.
And chip
Bro.
damage. You die from special.
Frieza would literally go top 3. Frieza would actually be top 3.
No, but
Spare
he's not
5
that
S's.
good at zoning. Broly,
No, but if there was chip damage, it
yeah,
would
it
be
doesn't
that.
matter. Someone jumps in the air and presses whatever diagonal beat.
Yeah, but
diagonal key
then
blast.
you just jump yourself, or you do the what's it called,
No,
ground
but-
shaker, earthquake, or whatever.
No. So first of all, that doesn't hit full screen.
H
Or
does.
swipe.
No,
Or
it doesn't.
swipe.
No, it doesn't.
You
Heavy
sure?
swipe does.
Yeah,
Heavy
it doesn't.
swipe does.
You can. No, it doesn't.
Mm,
Heavy swipe misses if you stand full screen, if you stand mid screen in the air, and you stand right next to me.
oh yeah, but why are you
It's
doing
trash.
heavy if I stand right next to you, bro?
Well, no, because the game people move fast, right? If you're
That sounded so funny.
No.
I know, but that's people move
the way you
fast.
said it,
yeah.
You know what I mean? But, no. The thing is, basically, Frieza is zone is trash because anyone with a diagonal key blast, you just jump and press it, and it's I have to like challenge you with my I beams, and then I have to guess at the height you throw it.
Yeah.
It's bad. Brody would be broken.
Imagine Barlock's 2T6S with chip damage.
Yes, please.
Fuck off.
Well, we're
You
not
don't-
getting that.
you don't even-
We're not getting that era, bro. We're
Yeah,
not getting an era with Beerus being top tier. It's not happening.
Wait,
bro.
imagine chip damage with Goku still being able to beam and vanish into true stream. 5LL vanish. 5LL beam vanish. 5LL beam
Basically,
vanish.
any timeline we're in, Goku's just gonna be good. he's just so good, bro. He's just so good.
Yeah, he's actually pretty
Yeah, it's fine. It's his game, innit?
Yeah, it literally is his game.
It's his
He's
game,
beating
bro.
up everybody on the roster, so he's
Yeah.
allowed.
Yeah, that's true. There's like what? Who's actually here because of Goku? So we've got Vegeta because
Literally
Goku let him
everyone,
live.
All of them.
We've got
All of them.
Gotenks, Gohan, fucking
Everyone
Videl.
except Beerus.
No, even Beerus, because Beerus would only come to Earth if Goku was a Super Saiyan God, which he was. If Goku was a Super Saiyan God and he didn't like achieve that form, Beerus would have just fucked off. Would have been like, yeah, I don't care. So technically Beerus, Nappa as well, Vegeta,
everyone.
almost everyone. I mean, not pretty much everyone, bro. So yeah, Boo as well. It is what it is. It'd be like that. So yeah, one of the questions in chat was, what do you think would be a good change to the game, either system mechanics or just general buff or balance wise, to increase the number of anchors or the variety of anchors? One of the mentions was variable assists, like in Marvel, so 3 assists per character, or something that I would like to see is any assist of any move in the game, like Skullgirls.
Oh, damn.
So mechanics that help anchors.
Mechanics not necessarily help anchors, but can improve the variety of anchors that we see.
Right. I think hold that shit.
Really?
People just want more of everything. Yeah, like
Yeah, I completely agree with Mace.
yeah, like people say, oh, I want this, I want that, and then everyone plays GT Goku. Shut the fuck up, man. Like no one wants to be different. Why is everyone pretending?
You're right. If people wanted to be different, they would play Skullgirls.
They would.
No, the thing is, so you have other options in the game already.
Yeah, they don't want to pick them though,
Yeah,
because
you're
it's
right.
harder.
You're right.
You have Blast in Trunks Freezer. You've got Baseku, which is his own weird thing. You've got Beams, Tien, blah blah blah. You've got barriers. Like, what else do you want?
Nah,
mean-
I think.
Don't use it.
Oh, come on.
Like in Marvel, people just pick the same assists anyway.
Right.
You can give people the choice of 3 assists. There's always going to be one
But
that's better than the other
that's
two.
why
Yeah.
I mean-
why I think it should be like Skullgirls, where every move is an assist.
But even so, like, there's
Eventually,
still going to be one
yeah.
that's better than the other.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but
and-
that's but even what makes, would you say in Skullgirls there was one particular assist that was used for every variation of team for a certain character? So for example, let's say Cerebella, right? You know her punch, the like gun punch.
Yeah, lock and loaded. She's got the anti-air grab. I know what you mean, but Skullgirls is also a ratio game, so you can play 2 characters.
Fair
It's
play.
not like a solid 3. But I get what you're saying, and I'm kind of what Moss is saying. It's like there's always going to be something that's better. It doesn't matter if you give everyone freedom to pick any move they want. You could have, oh yeah, I want Goku's assist to be 2M. That'll be good, but you know what? Most people are still going to pick Beam.
Right.
they have freedom to pick any character they want right now, and they don't do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's
So-
literally Cooler who count as beam assists.
Yep.
One button, and the only person who's like, "Huh, this is good," is Shuri.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's like they have a counter.
That's a good point. So basically,
But yeah,
fuck
no
all
one,
of
no
you.
one wants to play against
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
People that want diversity want it so someone else can use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Actually,
Like,
to be fair, I mean, that's kind of why I'm playing Blue Goku now, because I was like, you know what? Damn, Blue Goku's fucking sick. He counters Ki Blast. He's got command grab. Does hella damage. Fuck it, I'm gonna just play Blue Goku. I want to see Blue Goku, so I'm gonna play him.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I think that's what needs to change, not the game. People's mindset needs to change. People want diversity so they don't keep running to G Goku. That's why they want diversity. Not because oh, it's cool to see Krillin. You can go on YouTube. YouTube's the greatest thing. You could just type in Krillin and see Krillins.
You can go to Twitch as well.
And then you can send them a message and then fight them.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not hard. It's not hard. But yeah, like the diversity things always come up in conversations. Like I know people saying about double supers, and I was like, no,
Fuck double
that just
supers.
made
Fuck
Tien
double
good.
supers. People are so everyone. I'm like, there's a certain criteria that I go into discussions of Dragon Ball with, and when anybody tells me that double supers were good for the game's diversity, and then say they want Goku Black to be on the same level as Super Saiyan Goku, I instantly just shut my brain off. I'm like, yeah, cool.
Don't ever go to America then, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm not even asking. I don't ask any Americans about.
They
Yeah,
love
about,
double
yeah,
supers.
I can't imagine, bro.
I
Marv
don't
win
get
it.
it.
Marv win it. I fucking know. I just turn my brain off. I'm like, yeah, cool. Save this conversation.
I fully don't understand the concept of double supers bringing variety. That, like, whether you like it or not, that's cool. That's up to you. Like, I've had conversations about people
obviously.
didn't like sparking on block really bad. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love it. I'll play Guilty Gear. I'm down for it.
Yeah.
But saying double supers increase
Added more
variety. It's like, no, because it will just bring more Kid Boos and more TNs.
More Kid Boos, more TNs, more Gotenks, more Super Saiyan Goku. You know, I have a video that I didn't upload because 2 weeks after I like got all the clips and was about to edit it. Oh no, not 2 weeks after. So like 5 days after I got all the clips and edited and was about to edit everything, they nerfed double supers. So I have like a 10-minute Super Saiyan Goku video of just him enabling and getting double supers from the whole cast, and it's just there. I want to upload it one day to remind people, because there's so many characters that he gave double supers to that people didn't even know about. I will upload it one day, but it was actually so stupid. And if people really loved the character like I did, he would have been on every single team without doubt.
Yeah,
it's actually kind of stupid. He gave it to Gotenks, bruv, and he got it from Gotenks as well, and no one used it. No one used it. He gave it to Vegeta as well.
I saw the Vegeta one.
Actually, mad stupid. Yeah, I showed you in it. Yeah. Mad stupid. And there was a 2-man TOD where he gave Cell it as well. It's stupid, man. Yeah. It's stupid. Oh, Dark saw it. I think I showed Dark some of it. But yeah,
just opinions, innit? Some opinions just don't need to be heard.
You're right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The thing you were talking about though, about like trying to get more variety and stuff, you don't need it. Like, well, we've been in Goku Land for what, 4 months?
Yeah.
That's fine. Like, why is everyone jumping? That's cool, man.
Yeah,
Just let that
Bardock's
ride
been
out.
alive for how long?
It'll create a meta. Yeah. Well, Bardock's, he's just like stupid. But it's like they'll create a meta, and then everyone will kind of figure it out, and then 2 characters will come out, or they'll make a change, and then the next new thing will be cool, and then everyone will do that, and then that's too broken, and oh my god, remember this character, it's so dumb. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, it's like people forget as soon as the meta, well, not even the meta changes, as soon as there's a patch, people forget prior.
Yeah.
Like, how everyone's going on about GT, people were saying a thing about Gotenks. Let's be real.
You know what? I wish Gotenks was still alive. I mean, technically, he actually is. Sorry,
He is still alive.
I know he is. I know he is.
Because Kaz doesn't win anymore, doesn't
Because
he?
because Kaz doesn't win anymore, and because so many people were swapped off, people think whatever. But Gotenks is actually still really, really like he's probably the lowest of the top tiers.
Speaking of Gotenks, quickly, I just want to drop this in 1 second, Ryan. I think Gotenks is actually a really sick anchor, and I said that.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, Ghost Oki makes him a very solid anchor.
Ghost Oki.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Oh, I hate Americans so much. But you know what?
Wow.
They're actually so annoying. American fighting game players are the most closed. Like shutterized, bro. They see what 5 top players say, and then they just don't look anywhere else. They don't listen to any reasoning. It's insane. How can you think a character that has solo Oki, solo 50/50s, a good 2M, a beam he can cancel, plus frames with 214S, meter plus frames with 214S, meter plus frames with 226H, and you know the 214S, he can chase your jump, bro. He can chase your jump. Are you kidding me?
JS from
J6S,
Beyblade.
That's key plus invuln. Are you kidding? Are you actually?
No. All combos are the same, man. He's terrible.
Your actual brains, bro. I can't believe it. I genuinely cannot believe it. But whatever, innit? It'd be like that sometimes. Fucking hell, my brain when I talk to some American fighting game players, I don't understand.
But
why.
yeah,
I never experienced this outside of American fighting players. I don't get it. I actually don't.
I'm glad you brought it up though, because Gotenks was definitely a good anchor. I think he was definitely.
I think he still is. His assist as well was really good. Although you can reflect like both hits easier now. But I mean, bruh, just make it a true string in it and you're sorted. But
Yeah, it's not hard.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right, so we've been going for like about an hour now. So I think that's a good point to stop there. In conclusion, the game has a variety of anchors. You just don't want to pick them because you play GT Goku and Vegito anchor.
No.
I don't know.
Whoa.
He does have a good anti-air command grab, but realistically, he shouldn't really open you up solo. Realistically, like there's no real mind game.
Anchor.
The only mind game is really solo is like 6M, Dragon Rush, and just don't jump and you're good.
The mind game with Vegito, when they're anchor, is you sit and press down back and you wait until they turn off the game.
It's Facts. It's facts.
I mean,
It's true.
I'm happy to be proven wrong, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I think
really
he's
think
definitely
it's
a
a thing.
point, like a very neutral, almost like Jiren. Although Jiren, his assist is really good for like mix-ups or he has a good blocks and assists, right? But I think just Vegito is one of the points who specialize in neutral and high damage confirms, and making you panic in the corner. I think he's very good when he's ahead and like the game's equalish. I think he's very good when the game's equalish, but once you take away one character and he's like on the back foot, I think he's not too strong.
He's a battery as well. He's
Yeah,
there to
he's a
build
really good
bar.
battery. Yeah.
He's
I
there
think-
to build bar, be really annoying.
I think I've said this to C4 before, but I think when people who are doing Vanish confirms with Vegito are playing him wrong. I think I've said this to you before. Because he's
No, I haven't heard this.
haven't you? Oh, okay, well,
Nah.
I think people should be doing ending their combos with 2-on-4M and
And
putting
going back
them,
mid-screen.
putting them back to the mid screen and playing neutral. That's what I think. Because he's obviously a neutral based character. You shouldn't
Yeah.
really be getting opened up by him in the corner. Obviously, it still happens. I agree. It is what it is. But
His buttons, yeah, they're very
his buttons and his JS, his 226H, all that stuff. But do what works. Whatever gets the win.
Did we talk about what each person thought made a good anchor?
Oh,
We
that
did,
is
didn't we?
actually yes. That's we kind of like touched on it during the whole discussion. But if we let's do it now and we'll say like how many points would we say? 3 to
also
5 points.
forgot- We also forgot the Goku Vegeta argument.
Which Goku? Vegeta
Oh
argument?
yeah. Okay, we'll listen to the end. It'll be quick.
Which Goku Vegeta argument?
You know what I said about?
When we started it off.
Oh right. Okay. Okay. So what? So we'll go with Moss. What? Give me like 3 to 5 points of what a good
I'll be back
anchor or character design. Character that's designed to be a good anchor is for you.
I mean, they play well on their own, so they don't need assists. That's in neutral and pressure.
Uh-huh.
Like, not relying on assists, I think is a pretty big deal. Having, I mean, I guess it ties into what I just said, but like having a generally good neutral, like, to freaking land hits, whatever. Solo mix, you need a way to open people up that's not just like 6M and Dragon Rush, like IAD cross up. This, you need damage output, because if you're just hitting people for like 3k each time, then the comeback's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I think like having good sparking, like roots, like sparking shit.
I wouldn't necessarily agree with the sparking stuff because I think sparking can be used in a number of ways.
Sure, but
especially
it helps.
Yeah, it does help. Yeah, I agree. Oh yeah, fair play. C4 because Heapski's away.
Yeah, I think all the points that Moss said, I don't agree with the damage thing. I don't think it's obviously, again, it is nice if you do loads of damage and tons of damage, but I would think a character that had, say you've got 18, right? She will hit you. She's basically unblockable. Let's keep it real, right? From a snap, it's unblockable. It's the hardest guess in the game.
You basically pick one option to cover by like default and then react to one other one. And then if you get caught by a third one, unlucky.
Yeah, like that is kind of, I feel that's always been her design.
Yeah.
She doesn't do the most damage, but so she's got a 9% chance of hitting you instead of doing 9% of your health.
Yeah.
I would take the 9% chance of always hitting you than to hit you that one time and do 9%. Like, I think that's kind of better because I think stuff like set play is important for an anchor character.
Yeah.
That goes back to why I don't think Vegeta is, because Vegeta has to go back to neutral.
Yeah.
He doesn't choose to, he has to. If you've got an anchor character, you want to keep the momentum, you want to keep on the pressure, like, yo, you've got 3 characters, I'm gonna make this comeback, and I know you're sweating, so you're gonna start doing really telegraphed or random stuff. So, yeah, set play, I think is really important.
Makes sense.
Probably more than anything else. If a character is obviously designed TN where you can sacrifice your life to do more damage, or if you've lost your characters, you do more damage, like GT, that sort of stuff. I think it's a good way for the devs to make a character sort of sway to being used as an anchor.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't say losing health to do damage is a good anchor, but I would say it's obviously a design thought. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because obviously you don't want to, no one wants to lose health for doing their own stuff, right?
No, but it gives you the choice to go, okay, for in some timeline there's a TM point player and he's going, oh, I don't want to use my health to do all this damage because he's my point character.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you've got an anchor, it's like, well, it's all or nothing. I need to do as much damage as I can.
Yeah.
You know,
fair.
I don't need this health. I don't. That's so.
Yeah,
I
right.
like that
'Cause
they've
I'm
made
gonna
a
die.
character like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna die if they hit me with 5L because I'm gonna take 5k or 4k anyway, and I'm at 3k, so fuck it. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. So your health doesn't matter. It's we both die from the next touch.
Yeah.
One other thing, TN that has, I don't think anyone else has this, or as good as TN, an omnidirectional tracking move with Chaozu.
Yeah.
That's why any point in the game, he can call Chaozu and you have to, like, if he's not designed to be an anchor, I don't know what is. He's insanely good at playing the anchor role, I think.
Fair. Cool. And Heapski?
What was the question? What makes a good anchor?
Yeah, 3 to 5 points of what you think is a good anchor or designed for an anchor points.
I don't think having an anchor is actually massively necessary in the game. I think a better way to phrase it would be having a character that enables your team's game plan, right? So beams do the same thing, Freezer does it for me, barriers for anyone else. Because you're constantly swapping anyway. Like, how many games will you play where SSJ will be in and you'll have the other two as an assist? Right? I don't think it's massively key to have someone that has really good 1v1 strengths. But if we're looking at it like that, then I don't know. If that was the case, then everyone should just play. No, I don't really, because it's really confusing. It's like, in that case, then everyone play Broly, right? Because he's probably the best 1v1 character in the game.
Next to Kid Buu, I think.
I reckon Broly wins that matchup free.
You think with 3N?
Well, yeah, you just jump in the air, press 2S.
Alright,
Come at me,
safe.
bro.
Safe. That's it, right, that's it, folks. Everyone play Broly.
Yeah.
Moss is crazy.
I agree with something that was just said in the chat,
What?
which was that the best team in this game arguably has no character who is built for anchor, because I've been playing that team with 21.
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm playing 3-point characters.
Yeah, I don't think. So I don't think there should be characters who are built for anchor, but I think there are certain attributes that an anchor, that if he's your last character and he has to make a 1v2 combat, there are certain attributes that you want him to have. So any character on your team should have at least 2 or 3 of those attributes. For example, Kid Buu. Yomi, you can open up with 2S IAD or 2S backdash. You try and punish the IAD and then he does whatever. Bardock 226S plus frames, good neutral 5S to Lariat, those kind of things, right? Good level 3 Oki. GT Goku, great staggers plus frames. You know what I'm saying? All 3 of those can play anchor. It's not to have a dedicated anchor, but if one of them is left versus 2 or 3 characters, you can see the comeback happening, right? Especially GT Goku, who has the damage extension when someone dies, and he has Spirit Bomb Oki, right? Which is basically a 1-player game. So that's the kind of conversation I'm trying to get to, where there should be more attributes that characters have so that they can be put in that slot. Not to be designed for an anchor, but let them be able to fulfill that role. Whereas you get characters like, to be fair, I think even Blue Vegeta can play an anchor. I think you can play Blue Vegeta. He's got a decent assist. He's got basically a Super Saiyan Vegeta assist that you can't Super Dash through. And he has solo Yomi with like records and stuff. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I think that's a good spot to leave unless anyone else has. The Goku Vegeta thing. What do you guys want to say?
Yeah. So I mean, I'll say what I said, and then Heapski can explode. So I had a conversation with Raw Kid, and he was talking about SSJ Goku and SSJ Vegeta. About swapping that character on his team. He plays Goku anchor, so he'd be going from SSJ Goku to Vegeta.
Yeah.
He asked my opinion. I said, if you want to win, stick with SSJ. If you want to get better at the game and learn, put SSJ Vegeta there. That's all I said. And Heapski did not agree. strongly did not agree,
Oh,
which is
no.
fine.
Yeah.
I don't. Did you agree, Moss? I'm guessing Moss did.
I agreed.
Oh, okay. I'm clearly right then. If Moss agreed, then then boy, I'm on the right path.
Why are you getting better at the game for playing Vegeta?
Because you don't have to be good at the game to win with SSJ Goku.
That's just stupid. That's the worst thing you've ever
Is
said.
it? Is it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
I mean,
Right? That's
what's
like
the defense?
going.
Defend it, and then I'll say yes, I'm stupid. But you must defend it. You have to defend it. Why am I
What?
stupid for saying that it's easier to win with SSJ Goku than Vegeta?
Well, no, well, yeah, you have to. But why is it? Why is it easier to win?
No,
with
you
SSJ
can't
Goku?
answer a question with a question. If I'm stupid, explain to
Wait,
me why I'm
wait,
stupid
hang
for
on,
saying.
Let me
Yeah,
jump
no,
in here.
no,
Let me jump here. So first,
Why
wait,
did
so
you
see,
ask?
wait. C4, you said, so you're saying it's easier to win Super Saiyan Goku,
Yeah,
but
because my advice to raw kids.
but you can't say. I don't think you can say that you can't. You don't have to be good at the game to win Super Saiyan. Goku.
Wait. This is what I said to raw kid. I said if you want to win,
Right.
if you're just worrying about getting W's, pick SSJ Goku. If that's
Right.
your only concern. If you want to get better, then pick Vegeta. If you want to learn the game, Vegeta, to be good with Vegeta, I'm not even doing this to blow my horn or anything like that. Like, I could pull out, oh, well, Finrity did it, whatever. With Vegeta, you have to learn the fundamentals of the game.
Right.
With Goku, you can bypass it. And I'm not trying to cuss Goku players or anything, but Goku bypasses fundamental mechanics of the game. Vegeta can't bypass that. He
I
can't.
think that's true. But it's
I
not to
disagree.
say that you can't learn those things with Goku. Like,
Yeah.
right.
Wait, so
I think-
what things do you think he bypasses?
He bypasses. All right, okay. So if we're just talking about SSJ, both the SSJs, right?
Right.
Goku can beam. Vegeta can't. If you play Goku, you're going to beam.
Right,
You
right.
are going
Okay,
to
I
beam.
okay,
You're
I
not going to play
understand. I
Goku
understand now.
without
Bad
beaming.
I understand now. Okay, yeah,
What's that?
I can agree.
Bad option.
Beam's a bad option. Yeah.
Is it?
All right, we're gonna end the
Yes.
Comcast there.
Don't play Beam.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Beam's
you
a
can't
bad
say,
option.
you can't
What
say,
are you
you can't
talking
say
about?
Beam's a bad option, bro. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
everything's
Yeah.
DP's the bad option.
No, that's a completely different type of thing.
How?
Wait. Oh my god. Wait. So when you play neutral, when you're playing in tournament against the fucking SSJ Goku, and you've never seen him before, but you're both down to last character,
Right.
you're running around going, "I dare you to throw a beam because I'm going to jump and super dash. You're dead."
But you
It's the
still
way
have
you
to.
play
You still
neutral
have
around the
to. You still have
And then
to
you got
bait him
Goku
into
who
that.
can aim it straight when he jumps or downwards. Yeah. Or upwards.
What are you talking? That's still not the point.
What's
Boy, is the
what's
point.
What's
It's
the
not
You
point?
a
can't
good
avoid
option.
the
don't-
beam.
You
You
don't
can't
just
avoid
run
the
around
beam.
dashing beam.
No. You're. I get what you're saying. If you were talking about Cell or GT Goku, fair enough. Because all you do is you stay level with them, so you
Yeah.
know they can't beam you.
Yeah.
You can't do that against Goku.
Yeah, I agree.
You're outthinking the player, but the
By
Goku
the way,
can still hit you.
remember when people thought Cell's beam neutral was better than Super Saiyan Goku's? Remember that C4?
I remember.
And I used to
remember.
I used to start a debate with every single player that said that.
You literally just stay level with GT and Cell.
No,
Just jump when they jump. That's how you out neutral them.
Cell not as much because Cell can do the grounded one. So Cell can aim the.
No, that's what I'm
grounded
saying.
one.
So when Cell jumps, you jump.
Yeah,
What
when
can
Cell
Cell
jumps,
do?
you jump. Yeah.
Yeah, the same way everyone plays GT.
Yeah.
They
when
when
GT
he's
jumps, you
on
jump.
point, you just jump. Then he
Yeah.
jumps.
Yeah.
That's true.
And like, I'm honestly, it sounds like super like derogatory that I'm cussing all GT Goku players.
Yeah, allow me, man.
I'm just saying, Vegeta does require you to.
Yeah, Vegeta
Okay,
has
but
less.
I said this in your stream about call and response. Vegeta is a responder. He responds to a playstyle, a character, etc. Goku is the caller. He makes you react to him. That's why I think it's easier to win with Goku, because Goku's calling the shots. Vegeta's countering. So it's harder for Vegeta because you have to react, you have to anticipate, you got to predict. Goku, you go, I'm gonna do this beam. I'm probably gonna be alright. I'm gonna super dash and do light tatsu, and I'll be alright. Am I lying?
To be fair, Vegeta can do that as well with Rocket Kick.
Yeah.
Well, after super dash,
Yes.
it's not as good. It's nowhere near as quick.
Are you sure?
Nowhere. He can do it, but it's not as quick. But yeah, okay, fine. We'll just do the beam, and I can't beam. You can jump S with Goku, and you still got momentum to move away.
Nah, you know
I
what?
jump S with Vegeta, I have to hold my ground and then react, and I can't react.
But
if
you can
don't
DP.
super dash
But
my
you can
beam.
DP through assist though.
Not if you go around my Kai Blast, I can't.
Yeah, but you can do the same thing with Super Saiyan Goku.
You can do what?
You can super dash away from around the Ki Blast.
Yeah, but I'm saying you move when you do your jump S. and you recover a lot quicker.
Do
If you can do 2 jump misses in the
No,
air. Yeah.
no. If you do 1 key blast,
If you
you
do one,
recover
you
way
can
faster.
do the same thing with Vegeta.
You can
if
do 2
one.
and recover faster.
I don't know if
I
you can do
think
2 and recover faster, but you can definitely do more than 1 set of key blasts. You can do like 1 recover 1 with Vegeta. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm very confident.
Yeah, both can do that. But I'm just saying, Goku moves when he does it. Vegeta stays in the same spot and he goes downwards. You can
fair.
do like
Yeah, but his
IAD backwards S and then do another S.
Fair.
Yeah, but his game plan is I'm gonna throw key blast at you. I dare you to super dash. And
Yeah, 'cause
hit
he's a-
you in the face.
Oh, what, Vegeta?
Yeah.
And if you don't super dash, what am I gonna do again? That's what I mean. He's a
No more key
responder.
blast.
And
You know
and
what?
do
I
nothing.
think the moral of the story is fuck GT Goku, and we're gonna end the KameCast there because GT Goku is a scumbag, and so is Bardock. But thank
Wow.
you everyone for coming through.
Goku is good for the game.
Let me
Wow.
let me quickly kick. Yeah, you get out of the call, motherfucker, motherfucker. Alright,
On the next episode of KameCast, bro, Ryan versus the Worlds. I can't believe he said that.
but thanks you guys for coming through. Heapski, C4, and Moss. I think it was a good conversation, pretty fun as well. So I'll upload this either tonight, probably tomorrow morning. I think because I'll be tired. I'm gonna go play Moss a bit more, some more GT Goku and Bardock fun. Yay! So yeah. But yeah, thanks everyone coming through. Thanks to everyone in chat. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. Episode 6. I think episode 6 is gonna be on Netplay, and I think C4. I want you on that one. We're gonna talk about Netplay and stuff, and frame delay, etc. All that shit. What
Yes.
Netplay and shit and all that shit. So yeah.
Can't wait.
Right. Thanks everyone. Appreciate it. Shout out to all the YouTube guys watching on YouTube. Everyone in chat. Renegade, Star Fox, Sono, Plug, Darky, everyone, Rickstar. Appreciate you guys. So we're gonna find someone to host real quick, and then I'm gonna head off and play some more games after a little break. Let's host the Kill Sage. That'll be first thing, real quick. Alright guys, peace out. Appreciate you guys. See you on the next episode.
Laters.
Moss, you wanna say bye?
See you.
What can I?
I
Just
love
end
it.
it.
I love it. See ya.
Pull the plug, bro.